What's going on, YouTube? What's happening? What's happening? This video gonna be about black artists and politics. Let me get into this elephant in the room. I'm by now, all the rappers that performed for Trump got called all kinds of sellouts and shuffleboards and taps and everything, and rightfully so. Especially when Snoop put that video some years ago talking about if you did this, you was this. So hey, you stepped across the line, so that's what you are, what you said. So be careful what you put out there. But this goes back way before that. I remember when James Brown did that picture with Richard Nixon, and he was considered the most important soul brother number one because entertainers have always been huge in the black community and politics. Goes all the way back to the plantation. Yeah, if think about the fiddler and Roots. I'm just saying, rest in peace, Louis Gossett Jr. If you could entertain, you could stay. And that's how it's kind of been. So James Brown outraged with that. Wasn't quite the same for Elvis Presley when he got the honorary situation with Nixon, but for James Brown. Then you get to Michael Jackson and Reagan's and Just Say No with Ronald Nancy and Michael Jackson with Bush Sr. and then with Bill Clinton. He was like a fixture there. Well, in truth, Michael Jackson was probably the closest thing to royalty almost that you could almost think of, and that was not in the sense of the capacity because he was bestowed as much as any president you would imagine as an ambassador, musical and as an artist. So it's a whole nother level to that. But people were opposing to that too. This is nothing new. I think with hip hop being from the streets and the whole thing, there was this mindset that this subculture, there was a time when we're going to scare white people. Because you always remember Ice Cube saying, I never have dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president. And people's mindsets. So this was before Will Smith became the crossover king, one of the crossover kings, and Ice Cube with the big, all that other stuff. But we're talking about like Will Smith. We're talking about with Queen Latifah. We're talking about people that were safe and they got crossed over and they had appeal that they were there and LL Cool J, you know. So we get to this situation here where you get so many people who are black who are opposed to what Trump's about, and a lot of them stayed away in droves from this election, and rightfully so. You know, it's not, as I said before, it's not for us, it's not for me to say. But get into the situation where you have a circumstance where you have to make a decision and it's so much politics involved. So this is where it gets really interesting where you do, what do you do? Some people say they want to do it because it represents something. Most of it's about a payday. Most of it's about trying to get something back. Let's not kid ourselves. You're not taking this gig because you're so patriotic per se. Because I have never heard Soldier Boy, Rick Ross, or Snoop Dogg or Nelly say they will, walk around draped like they were Don King. Okay. So anyway, don't give me no idea Snoop Dogg is Don King. But black entertainers and politics has always been a very touchy subject. Now, Mike Tyson openly with Trump, and he's always been. And the athletes and even with the athletes, the Golden State Warriors refused to go to the White House. Steph Curry avoided LeBron James. That's going to be interesting. The Patriots went. It's going to be interesting going forward. I don't know about with Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be interesting going forward who will take that trip, who won't take that trip, and how it plays out. It's going to be real interesting, especially with what's going on. But black entertainers in particular are always being watched. Do I have a problem with them going in to perform or anything? Yeah, I do. If you say that you've been outspoken about what he's about, I have a problem if you don't. If you're on the issues. If you are nonchalant and you went there and you said I just performing because I perform, I might not agree with it, but I won't trip with it. But when you didn't go on out like Snoop did, you look like you sold out, and your old maid could be you trying to get a pardon. Nelly, a lot of these cats, stuff about to hit the fan because that's going to continue. So the whole association with Diddy, the whole industry, you never know. So, it'll be interesting how some of these cats talk. And that's the problem where they get themselves in arrears because what they say and what they do is two different entities. The stage name says we ain't gonna do this, but their government name says I got to do it. And it's nothing new. It's been interesting divide. So we'll see how it all plays out. But you tell me what you think below in the comments. Black entertainers and politics and how it plays out in the big picture. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another and share if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And does everybody have a price or do you still have some morals? Comes down because there's some people, they're not going to dare touch a stage with Trump, and there's some others, they'll do whatever they got to do. But it hits the black community more than it hits anybody else. That's just a fact. I'm out.